Testing, testing. Test. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Hello, hello. Test. Testing. Oh, John, you're there. Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Test, test. Yes, it works. Glad it works. I've only done premieres before, which you've seen, where I record a video and then I play it later, but the video is not live. So I'm venturing into new territory here. It says there are 2 people watching, but I don't know if that includes me. Sometimes it goes to 0. So, but I'm always on, so I guess that means it's not counting me. I put out a announcement on Facebook and X or Twitter to let people know I'm live streaming, at least for another 5 minutes or so, just to see if I could test it out some more with other people. But as long as it works for at least one person, should work for everyone. Let's see if I can hear myself on my phone. Let's see. Send myself a link. Let's Testing 1 2 3 4 5. Testing 1 2 3 4 5. Yes, I can. Testing 1 2 3 4 5. Yes, I can. The audio is a little choppy. I don't know if it's because of feedback or echoes or something. But how does the audio sound out there? Is it clear? Is it good volume? Anybody want to let me know? Oh, you said it's fine, John. Thank you very much. Appreciate the feedback. Let's see, on Facebook, I said, I sent out a message at 10:41 saying I'm going to be on for at least another 10 minutes. So that means till 10:51 my time. I'm on Pacific time, so I'm committed to be here for at least 2 more minutes. Oh, Audrey, hello, welcome back. I changed my mic. I have a new mic, and I guess for some reason, when I did that, it started working, at least sometimes. I see these little green dots on there's a microphone meter that shows my volume, and I'm seeing green dots. There's 6 dots, and they're white if it's just silent. And when I speak, some of the dots fill up with green. So that's how I know it's actually working. I don't think it was doing that when I did the first test when you were here before, John and Audrey. So I know what to look for now. So I think I can figure out myself now if you're hearing it on your end. But I can also use my phone. That was another way to test it. Like I've got the webcam on my picking up my voice through this mic. But then I sent a link to the stream to my phone. And then if I can hear myself through the phone, there's like a 5 or 10 second delay. So if I say something and then 5 or 10 seconds later, I can hear it on my phone, then I know that you can also hear it on your end. Okay, Audrey, so you say that the stream is slightly choppy. Okay. Oh, Chandler. Good, you're here too. Welcome. Got some of my regular viewers. Chandler says sound is good. That's good to hear. I did test my upload and my download speed. And the upload speed, I guess, is the more relevant one. Well, I guess they both, yeah. I think that's, anyways, it was over 3 megabytes per second, which I hear if it's over that, then it should be okay. Okay, Audrey, so you say the stream is no longer choppy. Guess it was intermittent. And Chandler says for choppiness, maybe lower the bit rates. Seems good to you. Okay. Thanks for the feedback. I will keep that in mind in case I have choppiness issues in the future. I will look into the bit rates. I don't know how to adjust that now, but I will look into the settings. Audrey, you have Google Fiber, so stream choppiness probably isn't on your end. I don't know what I have on my end. I'm renting a room in a place, and I could maybe I could find kind of internet connection they have, but I don't know. Fancy Google Fiber lady. This is also unusual for me. Not only is it a live stream, but I'm talking constantly. I guess which is not something I've done before. All my other videos are with a guest. You know, I'm having a debate or a discussion with somebody, unless it's like a pre-recorded monologue where I'm just talking from a script, which I've written out. here now it's just totally impromptu, and I'm just talking, and it's only me, so I don't have anyone else to fill time. So that's new for me. It's kind of like I guess being on a radio show. You don't want to have dead air, because I guess not much dead air has to elapse before people lose their attention or lose their interest. So I guess you got to constantly be talking. Although I guess if you have something important to say and you build up a rapport with the audience, maybe they're more forgiving if you need a second or a few seconds to think and collect your thoughts. But anyways, it's a new kind of mindset for me, doing live streaming, where I'm just constantly talking. Although I wasn't thinking I would just be interacting with chat like I am right now. Chandler says, or I could play Fortnite. I haven't played video games in so many years. Chandler, are you going to the San Diego Objectives Club meetup on March 23rd? Oh, I didn't know there was such a thing. Maybe I should look into that. But anyways, I was thinking of doing like a call-in show, like a radio call-in show where people just have a number and anyone who has the number can call in. But as maybe a step before that, I would just do it on Zoom. So right now I'm just broadcasting through YouTube. It's at Chandler's house. Yeah, right now I'm just broadcasting through YouTube. I'm not using Zoom, but what I could do in the future, and what I think I will do, is stream from Zoom onto YouTube and bring guests on. So I can put a link in the chat to the YouTube stream, or I guess it would be a link to the Zoom. So for anyone there, I guess there would be two links. There would be one link for the YouTube stream, and then another link for anyone who wants to join me through Zoom. So if you wanted to come on here and have a discussion or a debate about something, I could put a link to Zoom in the chat, and then you could click on that, join me in the Zoom call, and then you'll show up on YouTube, hopefully. So the next step here is to figure out how to stream from Zoom instead of just directly through YouTube. Because if I'm doing it through Zoom, then I can have a guest, like I've done in most of my previous videos, where I'm having discussions and debates. Except the new feature is that it would be live instead of pre-recorded. So you've seen many of my previous videos. They're premiering sometimes, so you can partake in the live chat like you are right now. But the video itself occurred previously. It was not a live video. But what I'm hoping to do is have live discussions. And let's see, Chandler, you say you recommend checking out random live streams, not for the purpose of imitation, but just to see what passes for a live stream. Yeah, I've done some of that. And actually, there was one I did a few weeks ago with a guy, Nathan Galang. I think that's the latest video on my channel. And he has a call-in show with an actual phone number. You don't know how people do it, but you can say, yeah, I've looked into it a little bit. I think it's a little more advanced than just trying to do it through Zoom. So I'm kind of doing this in stages from least advanced to more advanced. Like the most simple setup is just to use YouTube itself. I'm not on any other platform like Zoom or StreamYard. That's another one people use, which I've gone on to other people's StreamYards, but I haven't used it on my own channel. But step one is just to do it through YouTube. Step two is to do it through some other platform like Zoom or StreamYard, where I can bring on guests who have a link to StreamYard or to the Zoom call. And I guess step three would be to have a phone call where you don't need any software, you don't even need a computer. um, and that eventually, maybe I will set that up, but I first want to see if I can just do the simpler setup through Zoom, and then maybe later I'll get a phone number. Okay, you say, I see random idiots doing a talk to me about anything stream. They say the most mediocre stuff, but random viewer pop in. Yeah, I think I would try to do something a little more focused than that. Like the theme would be Ayn Rand, as it is on my channel. I would want to have discussions or debates with people probably about Ayn Rand, but I guess if people had ideas for other kinds of topics they wanted to talk about, I would consider that. But I think for the most part, it would probably just be focused on discussing or debating Ayn Rand's ideas. And hopefully that will be a way to get some more subscribers. And there might be some, I guess that opens me up to the possibility of crazy people dropping in. Whereas, if in all my previous videos, my guests have been pre-screened. So these are people who I've watched some of their videos. I've gotten to know them a little bit, watched some of their content, and if it seems like someone who I might be able to have an interesting discussion with, then I'll email them or DM them, and then we'll set it up. So I have no idea who it is that I'm having this conversation before it happens. But the live stream it's a whole new animal, because I can have all kinds of people popping in. I have no idea who they are. If they're just trolls who want to come on here and say crazy stuff, whatever. I don't have a good sense of what the quality of the conversation might be. So there's I guess there's a plus side and a minus side. It opens up more opportunities because more people have access to my platform, and but at the same time, there's I guess there's a chance of having on people that I probably wouldn't choose if I had time to screen them. But I can always just edit things later. I don't have to leave anything up forever if I decide I don't want to keep it up permanently. So I think on net it's seems like a positive thing, at least worth giving a try. So I'm going to give it a try. All right, it is 1 minute after 11 p.m. my time, Pacific time. So I think I'm going to sign off very soon, in a minute or two. And maybe tomorrow I will test out Zoom, because that would be the next. Yeah, I'm in California, Audrey, on Pacific time. So now that I've gotten the simplest version of this to work, just streaming through YouTube, next step, what I might try tomorrow, or soon at least, is to see if I can stream through Zoom, and then maybe bring on some people onto the call. Maybe one of you, if you want to be one of my guinea pigs, test it out. Maybe, oh, thank you, Chandler. I appreciate it. I'm invited to the San Diego Objectivist meetup. I don't know anything about that, so if you got a link with more info, that would be cool. On the 23rd, that's okay, a couple weeks or so, a little more. Okay, maybe. We'll see. Yeah, if you could just send me some more info, like exact time and place. And I don't know if you have any kind of agenda for what you're going to talk about or do there, but just any info you have, send it my way. You can email me through there's a link on my YouTube channel, but I can just tell you the email for my channel is theselfishnessproject@gmail.com. Oh, you usually just do a BBQ? Okay. I might be up for that. We'll see. Yeah, so just send me the info. You could also just put it in the comments, or you can I've been in touch with you, Chandler, through Discord, so that's another way you can send me any info, or maybe I'll send you, I'll ping you, and okay, cool. You can DM me. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this up, and then maybe tomorrow or soon I will see if I can stream through Zoom and bring some callers on. And maybe then, instead of just interacting through text chat, we can actually have a face-to-face conversation, or at least screen to screen. And that would be great if I could figure out how to do that. That's like that would be the next level. Taking my channel to a new level, if I can do something like that, because I want to grow this. All right. Well, thank you all for coming by. I appreciate the company, the feedback, the invitation, all that good stuff. But I'm going to sign off now. So have a good night. Bye-bye.